Welcome back to another episode of me making a video game in Unity and C# programming. Last episode, I was getting to save different things. We got the world state to save. We got some of the game objects to make sure that it saves the clicked state of it. We also got the stats for the villager to save. Now I want to save the actual items that are in the storage objects. Um, Looking at kind of our data, we have something called item info, and really all of this stuff could be saved. The only thing that might want to set to default would be this right here. So the question is, how do we save all of this data? Well, in our storage object, we have a list of all of the objects. So that's what we kind of want to get. Let's first just focus on a storage object. It's not a storage object, but a storehouse. Um, yeah, and it's actually a list as well. So let's see. Let's go to our scripts and let's find our um, blueprints, build. Probably under objects, we have a storage building. So here we are saving data, and it used to save the resources this way, but we don't want that, do we? That's loading it. Let's say this was saving it, storage resource amount. So it was doing this before. We don't want that anymore. Just get rid of it. And we want to have a public list of item infos. Item infos equals new list. And we're just going to see if we can just save the list. Let's do storage data dot item infos is equal to item. We should have a list, right? This doesn't have a list. We need to get the storage object. Storage object. Storage object is equal to get component storage object. So get that. And then this is going to be item info. No. It's going to be a storage object dot all items. All right, let's see if that saves it. Start with that first. Play it. We need to first get some resources, speed things up. Just grab a bunch. All right, now I'm going to save. All right, so invalid, something. All right, let's go to our item infos. Maybe it can't save this. So, public void save data. And okay, or we could do let's try public class item save, or just call item data. So we're just going to get these two things. I mean, really, we don't even need to save the name, but we just really need this. There'll be other things we'll need to save, like if this deteriorates or, kind of those kinds of things. But for now, we'll just save those. And then in our public void on save, and we might need a public void on load. Really, we could just do the I interface on here. Let's do that interface instead, since that's what we've been doing. I save data and implement those. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Get rid of this. So the saving will be, so now this needs a public item data. And we don't even need to save this resource type because that's just a preset thing. We just need to save these two things. We really just need the prefab ID, which is a string. Okay, actually, yeah, let's just do that. Just get the prefab ID. So we're going to say item data dot prefab ID is equal to prefab ID. We probably don't even need to load. All right. The reason why I'm not going to say set the as task is that because our simulation's not saving the states that the AI is currently in. It's just rewriting the simulation. I don't want it to be tagged and then it won't use this as a target. Prefab ID. Okay, I think that's all we need. And then when we go to the store building, instead of infos, we're going to say data. Item data instead. And then here, for each item data or item info, item, we'll say in the storage object all items. Let's do that. Okay, let's put that there for now. We don't want that. We're going to say storage. We're going to say item dot save data. Save it. And then we're going to say dot add the item dot item data. Okay, save. See if that works. Click a few things. Speed it up. Take some stuff to there. Okay, now let me save. Okay, you know what? In my head I remembered it, but then I forgot to. This needs to equal a new item data. Going a little slow with it. Now let's go back to it. Try this again. Click a few things, get some items in there. Go super fast. And then we're going to save it. Okay, we got that saved. Let's look at our test. And where will that be at? Maybe at the bottom? Yep, here we go. So now we know all the items that are in our... Wait a second. Why are we doing this like 3 times? Okay, let's go back to here. Let's go back to our save all data. I know why. We're doing this over and over again. We need to take that out of that loop. Okay. Let's try that again. Click, 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 3. Save it. Let's look at it. Go all the way. So we got... Okay, now we only got 1 set. Alright, now let's load it. How do we do that? Let's go to our save manager and go down to where we're loading the storage objects. Okay, so here for each item data in for each item data in item in our storage data dot item infos. Good. So we're getting that data, and we're going to say map manager dot add resources storage. All right. Let me go to this definition and see what's going on. All right, so we're adding it. Here's the resource. Add the item to the storage. We do that, and then we're destroying this carry object. All right, so this is not, this is what we want right here. Right? And it looks like it's just getting an item info. So we create a new item info and then we add it. Actually, it's creating new item info from a copy of this. So we create a new one. Okay. Um, let's see. Let's go to our storage building. We are going to create an object. Create game object. Item data dot prefab ID, comma, this doesn't matter. And what we're going to do is we're going to get this game object. Game object is equal to our temp geo is equal to this. So this is creating it. And then we want to say storage object is equal to get component of the storage object. Okay. We want to say temp resource is equal to temp geo.getComponent resource. So I hate doing this, but basically it creates the game object and then it's going to just destroy it. It's just going to add this because it needs this information, which is not saved, which again we could right here, instead of just saving the prefab, we save all of this and we save this because that's all it's really using. Instead of creating and destroying it. How can I just get the prefab? Do I already have something like that? That's a good question. Do I already have something where instead of having to create an object? Map manager, let's see if I already have that. Instance.get prefab. Get prefab by string. And we're going to send it the item data dot prefab ID. So now we're getting the prefab, so I don't need to create the object. Well, I'm not creating it. Hold on. Let's do item, let's say resource. Can you do this? Just we can't destroy it. Get component resource. Okay, now we have the resource. Then it adds that, and we don't need to destroy it. Okay. Let me go back to the save and load manager. Okay. I don't know. Let's find out. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, everybody. You can see it right here. Let's just test some things out. Let me build something and see if they'll... Okay, so Hmm. Why won't it go build? Oh, now it is. That was rather interesting. You can see it grabbing stuff from it, so it can do that, but for some reason... Oh, no. Wait. Now what is he doing? Maybe he's eating? Where's he going? Oh, maybe he's going to work now? It looks like he ate, because there's no berry there. Alright, let's just think about why that didn't... When I load, nothing. When I click, go to the agents and need to take out these debugs. Goal is idle. Hmm. We can kind of see it for a second. I just want to see if I can capture their goal. Oh, it was there for a second. Ah, it's out there again. There. My goal is to take resource to blueprint, so it's failing somewhere. Somewhere it's not. It's something. But why? What is it not? What does it need to do this goal? Take the resource to blueprint. Good question. The agents aren't carrying anything. Let me go to an agent and let's see what their actions are. Take resource to blueprint. What is the goal here? We need to have a blueprint has resource. So that's going to be it. Okay. Take resource from storage. The precondition is storage has resource. That's what we need to do. There is no, this is not in the save state, which is weird. Let me just test this out. I want to see if we see that world state. So I don't even see that world state. Very interesting. I don't ever see that world state. So let me go back to our agents, prefabs. This is where again I need to like have a spreadsheet that has all of the actions and all the conditions. Take resource to blueprint. Take resource storage. So this says storage has that. Storage has resource. I'm assuming the take two resource, take this sets it. Now let's just do this. After we Let me go to storage building. Just say this: if storage, oh shoot, let's put this outside of it. Put it right here. If storage object dot all items dot count is greater than 0, we're going to say world states dot modify state storage ob. We're going to say world state dot world states, comma storage has resource M1. Okay. It's kind of weird because does it really need this? See, if it was already there, let's just do it. Let's load it and see what happens. I'm gonna build this. See, now it does it. Very interesting. Okay. But it's not going. It's not keep going to it. All right. So something with this world state with the storage, I need to fixed. Really, we could do like this. Let's just see if they keep taking all the wood from the storage. Yep, there he goes. It's not removing the storage resource when we take it out. But the question is, why was it working before? Just take this out again. Why does it work before? Here, let me search for this in my game. Yeah, let me search all. See if I have that anywhere. Maybe. Okay, right here. Oh, it's in the agent's beliefs. Why would it put it in the agent's belief? Does that make sense to put it there? Okay, that's probably why. Let's see if I can find if there's another one. See, here it does it. That's when it performs the action, takes away. So That's really, really weird. All right, let's do this. Let's test this out. Click, click, click. Speed things up. Let's get some stuff in the resource. All right, we got 3. It says storage has 3 resources. Let me save it. Undo. Not undo, but stop it. Load. Okay. And now let's build. Okay. All right. So that seems to be working. Let's see if we can do really quick with do the same code basically. Again, I wish I maybe set this up a little bit different, but let's get rid of all this. Let's get rid of all that. Get rid of all this. Let's say saving items in storage. And we would just, I'm just going to go to our blueprint. Blueprint. All right, we want to do, we already got that savable. So in our save thing, put this here. Storage data. We want to get rid of this. Let's go back to our storage building. We want to copy this. Go here, paste that in. And this is going to be items infos, or what do we call it? Blueprint. And this is going to be Control X, Control V. Do that there. So that's saving that. And then loading. Let's go to da 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 da. We need this. And instead of the storage data, we want the blueprint data. Okay, now in our save manager, we want to do copy all of this. Let's game temp storage. We're going to say blueprint. Change this to blueprint. Blueprint. Change this to blueprint. Temp blueprint. Okay. I'm going to say dot item or blueprint. This should be blueprint. Come on. Blueprint dot blueprint data is equal to the blueprint data of this loop. Okay, and then blueprint. We're going to load it like that. Okay, let's see if we can get stuff saved, items that are saved in our blueprint. So click, click, build. So we're going to get 2 woods into there. Let's just save it now. Okay, so we got 1 and 1. Let's just load it. There we go. Loading and loading. And he's going to finish it off. Let's just see what happens if they'll build it. We need 1 more. Go get 1 more. Get some more wood. And there we go. We're building it. All right, so our savings coming along. We have character stats. We got buildings with items in it. So getting back to kind of where we were at, even a little bit further than where we were at. We do not have saving the agent's beliefs yet, but actually we might not want to because we want the simulation to just to run anyways and to do all that. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying this, and I will see you next time. So long.